This is a land of breathtakingly brutal beauty, where life and death are not opposing forces, but partners in an eternal, intimate dance. On this land, two dominant powers prepare for a new chapter in their unending war. One relies on absolute, solitary, and formidable strength. Two strategies, two natures. A confrontation that shapes the very rhythm of the savannah. And the question arises, who shall rule the plains? The African savannah, a land of harsh contrasts. An endless sky and golden grasslands stretch to the horizon, dotted with low bushes that create spontaneous splashes of color. This is not merely a home, but an arena of constant encounters, where each moment can shift between paradise and peril. In this wilderness, lions, with their dense manes and majestic gait, appear like kings stepping from myth. Each deliberate step they take on the dry grass accentuates their commanding presence. Lions do not simply hunt, they command the land. Absolute power, combined with flexible strategy, makes them one of the most fearsome predators, the very embodiment of authority across the plains. At the other extreme, African wild dogs emerge as masterful artists. Agile, adaptable, and enduring. Their strength comes not from individual might, but from the power of unity. The entire pack operates as a single entity, each member a precisely engineered component of a living machine. But this hunt is different. The scent on the wind is not of prey, but of arrival. A tide of painted predators floods the open space, and at its center, a lone lioness stands her ground. Her courage is now the only fortress for the small, trembling life beside her. The smaller warriors use their numerical advantage to overwhelm their opponent, They target the cub, weaker and less able to resist. The confrontation ends when the pack realizes its initial advantage is lost. The lioness and her cub are safe. Encounters like this unfold almost daily across the African grasslands. Wild dogs and lions coexist, each asserting its place with every hunt, every howl that echoes across the vast expanse. This domain stretches for some 3 million square miles, from the Serengeti in Tanzania to the Kalahari in Namibia. Golden grasslands, acacia trees resembling inverted umbrellas, and meandering rivers are the lifeblood that sustains this place. Each year, the region receives 20 to 50 inches of rain, concentrated in a few short months of the wet season. It is then that the vegetation bursts into green and the streams fill with water. On this land, herbivores, like wildebeest, zebras, and buffalo dominate the vast plains. The wildebeest, a quarter of a ton of muscle and migratory instinct. Strength of the plains, but this strength means little when shadows begin to move and the hunters close in. The zebra, weighing around 700 pounds, moves like a phantom in its distinctive striped coat, and its kicks can make any attacker think twice. The Cape buffalo is a true giant, weighing over 2,000 pounds, a living fortress that few predators dare to approach. However, no creature here exists unchallenged. The apex predators, lions, hyenas, and African wild dogs are the true rulers of the food chain. Their coats, a mosaic of irregular colors, reflect the chaotic yet ordered beauty of nature. These small warriors have been honed over millions of years to become one of the most effective predators on the planet. Approximately 1.7 million years ago, the ancestors of the wild dog appeared. It was a time when Africa's climate was undergoing dramatic changes, giving way to vast new grasslands. The wild dog's body is designed for maximum efficiency in the hunt. Weighing between 40 and 80 pounds, they are one of the lightest carnivores in Africa. Their legs are long and slender, with only 4 toes on each foot instead of the 5 found on most canids. This structure seems purpose-built for traversing the savanna. Their coats, with patches of black, white, and yellow, are not only striking but also serve as perfect camouflage among the tall grasses, where the sun creates a dappled shade. With this unique appearance, wild dogs can vanish from sight, like shadows gliding across the earth. Today, this master predator is found in only a few areas, such as the Okavango Delta in Botswana, the Serengeti, and the Selous Game Reserve in Tanzania. The expansion of the savanna brought advantages, but also posed many challenges. On such an open landscape, where the line between life and death is but a moment, surviving alone is impossible. Therefore, the wild dog developed a deeply cohesive social structure. Each pack typically consists of 10 to 40 individuals, forming a community akin to an extended family. At the center of the pack is an alpha pair, usually the strongest male and female. The alpha pair not only leads, but are also the only members of the pack permitted to breed. When the alpha pair has a new litter, the other members share the responsibility of care. They take turns protecting the pups from predators or environmental threats. Every wild dog hunt begins with a period of careful observation. The pack scans for potential prey, such as impala, gazelles, or the young of wildebeest and zebras. The target is often chosen based on signs of weakness or vulnerability. such as a calf separated from the herd or a sick individual unable to run fast. The decision is not made by a single individual. African wild dogs exhibit a peculiar behavior before initiating a hunt. They perform an act known as a sneeze. This is not a mere reflex, but a unique form of communication signifying consensus, a rare expression of democracy in the animal kingdom. The fastest individuals run ahead to apply pressure on the prey, while others move to the flanks to cut off escape routes. A few members position themselves at the rear, ensuring the prey cannot turn back. This coordination is like a perfectly choreographed performance. This collective strategy raises their hunting success rate to 85%, a figure that surpasses most predators on the savanna. As soon as the prey is subdued, the entire pack immediately begins to feed. They eat not only to satisfy their own needs, but also to store nutrients to bring back to other members. Wild dogs have a characteristic behavior. They regurgitate a portion of their digested food to share with their packmates, demonstrating a strong social bond and community spirit. However, the savanna is never a completely safe place. Lions, with their superior size and strength, frequently steal food from wild dog packs. In urgent situations, the social structure of the wild dogs becomes more evident than ever. When an individual is injured or in danger, the entire pack immediately rallies to protect that member. In this world fraught with peril, the wild dog's greatest weapon is not its teeth or claws, but trust. For it has been observed that a pack bound by loyalty, a family that stands together, is far more likely to endure the hardships of the savanna than one that is divided and alone. By focusing on the weak, old, or sick individuals in the herds of impala, gazelle, or wildebeest, wild dogs act as an unseen hand of nature, helping to improve the health and strength of the prey populations. However, human expansion has encroached upon their natural habitat. Savannas are converted into agricultural land, and forests are cleared, limiting the space they need to roam and hunt. At the same time, diseases like rabies and canine distemper, often transmitted from domestic dogs, have severely impacted wild dog populations. Not only must they overcome threats from a harsh environment and disease, on the vast grasslands of the African savanna, lions emerge as uncrowned kings. Each of their steps seems to shake the ground, asserting dominance over a territory that has witnessed their presence for hundreds of thousands of years. The origin of the lion dates back approximately 2 million years, when their ancestors, along with other species of the genus Panthera, such as tigers, leopards, and jaguars, first appeared in Africa. It was a time when the global climate was becoming colder and drier, forcing animals to adapt rapidly to environmental changes. A fully grown male lion weighs from 330 to 550 pounds and measures from 5.5 to 8 feet in length, excluding the tail. The lioness, though smaller at 260 to 400 pounds, excels in agility and flexibility. Their tawny coat provides ideal camouflage and helps regulate body temperature under the harsh sun, where daytime temperatures can exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Their hunting tactics reflect this adaptation, as lions are most active in the early morning or at dusk, when temperatures are lower and prey is less vigilant. A lion pride typically has 5 to 15 members, and under favorable conditions, that number can reach up to 30. The pride's organization revolves around a group of related lionesses, their offspring, and 1 or 2 adult males. Lionesses are the primary hunting force, responsible for feeding the entire pride. Their hunts display remarkable coordination. While the females undertake the hunt, the males assume the role of protecting the territory and maintaining order within the pride. With their superior weight and prominent, dense manes, the males are symbols of power. The social structure of lions is not based solely on physical strength, but is also maintained by a spirit of solidarity and mutual care. The females take turns caring for the pride's cubs, regardless of whether they are their own. However, stability within the pride is not permanent. The dominant males constantly face threats from nomadic males or other prides. If an intruder gains control, the cubs of the previous male are often killed. This act, though seemingly cruel, is in fact a biological strategy to ensure that the strongest genes are passed on. A lion pride requires a large amount of meat to sustain its daily activities, with each adult consuming about 15 pounds of meat per day. Their eyes are designed to function well in low light conditions, able to see 6 times more clearly in the dark than human eyes. This gives them a distinct advantage in nocturnal hunts. A keen sense of smell allows lions to detect prey from a great distance, while their ears can pick up the faintest sounds. The lion's hunting strategy is based on surprise and power, very different from the speed-based approach of the cheetah or the tireless cooperation of the wild dog. The hunt typically begins by silently approaching the target, closing the distance to no more than 30 feet before launching the decisive attack. Despite this, their success rate is only 30 to 40%. The lion's power culminates in its jaws, not merely bone and muscle, but a vice capable of crushing the life from its victim. Its canines, ivory daggers honed by evolution, are not designed to wound, but to deliver the final, fatal blow. Life sculpted by time, with each species a masterpiece of its own. The difference in the physical structures of these two species is the result of millions of years of evolution. A perfect contrast between speed and power, between endurance and authority. The body of the African wild dog is a magnificent testament to nature's meticulous design. They possess a compact, yet powerful skeletal frame. This body structure reduces overall weight and improves efficiency over long. Wild dogs also possess impressive stamina. In stark contrast to the agility and endurance of the wild dog, the lion represents overwhelming power and absolute dominance. Endowed with a massive physique, the lion uses short bursts of speed for hunting rather than relying on prolonged stamina. Their powerful hind legs act like steel springs, generating immense force that allows them to launch towards their prey at top speeds of up to 35 miles per hour in short sprints. The lion's jaw is a weapon of great destructive power, with a bite that can reach 1,000 pounds per square inch. Their claws, about 1.5 inches long and retractable to maintain sharpness, are the primary tools for restraining prey. For the African wild dog, the concept of territory is fluid, like an ever-changing current, expanding or contracting according to the pack's survival needs. Each pack typically controls an area of 200 to 1,200 square miles, where they not only hunt, but also constantly move to avoid conflict with larger threats, especially lions. They use urine and feces to mark their operational area, a chemical signal to warn other packs to stay away. In contrast to the flexibility of the wild dog, for the lion, territory is a fixed fortress. A lion pride typically controls an area of 50 to 150 square miles, much smaller than the range of the wild dog. However, this area is defended with an unshakable resolve. The adult males of the pride are primarily responsible for defending the territorial boundaries. They patrol regularly, leaving scent marks with urine and claw marks on trees to declare ownership of the area. The competition between these two predators begins with their shared food source. Both wild dogs and lions depend on herbivores such as impala, wildebeest, and zebra. Lions employ ambush tactics, relying on explosive power and surprise to attack at close range. Meanwhile, wild dogs are the true marathon runners of the savannah. They leverage their speed, stamina, and the precise coordination of the pack to exhaust their prey before delivering the final blow. Although wild dogs have a hunting success rate more than double that of lions, it does not guarantee they can keep their prize. A single adult lion can drive away an entire pack of wild dogs with its mere presence. Studies in 2024 showed that 80% of confrontations between wild dogs and lions ended in the death of a wild dog. In the Serengeti, where the density of lions is overwhelming, wild dogs frequently become victims in these conflicts. A study in 2023 recorded a lion pride killing 6 wild dogs in just 15 minutes. However, wild dogs are not easily subdued. Although they lack the strength for a direct confrontation, they possess incredible adaptability. Faced with the threat of a lion, wild dogs often choose to retreat rather than fight. This behavior is not a sign of weakness, but a survival strategy. But in situations where escape is impossible, wild dogs sometimes employ an unusual tactic: playing dead. This behavior, though rare, has been documented in the Serengeti and other areas. When attacked by a lion, some wild dogs lie motionless, pretending to be dead. This not only distracts the enemy, but also serves as a last-ditch effort to avoid death, demonstrating the flexibility and creativity in their survival instincts. In nature, the cheetah is the absolute symbol of speed. They lack the overwhelming power of the lion, nor do they possess the characteristic cunning of the hyena. Cheetahs exist as elite sprinters. The evolutionary heritage of the cheetah spans 8 to 10 million years, older than that of the lion or the tiger. Weighing from 77 to 143 pounds, the cheetah possesses a physique ideal for achieving high speeds. Long legs, a flexible spine, and semi-retractable claws provide maximum grip on the ground. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, a figure that makes escape nearly impossible for most prey. However, despite a hunting success rate of 50 to 60%, the cheetah rarely keeps its prize for long. In an environment where hyenas, lions, and wild dogs are always lurking, the cheetah must eat quickly. Conversely, wild dogs are a symbol of endurance and high organization. With their numbers, they can pursue prey until it is completely exhausted. Although cheetahs and wild dogs rarely confront each other directly, competition between them is unavoidable. Both target small and medium-sized prey like Thompson's gazelles and impalas. However, when wild dogs appear, the disparity in numbers often forces the cheetah to retreat, abandoning its meal. To avoid conflict, cheetahs often choose to hunt in the early morning or late afternoon, when wild dogs are less active. Meanwhile, leopards are secretive predators, moving in silence. They are the embodiment of patience and concealment, blending into the shadows to become invisible hunters. The leopard originated from an ancient ancestor that lived about 1.8 million years ago. Today, their range is only about 25 to 37% of what it once was, but their adaptability has helped them survive. Weighing from 66 to 176 pounds, leopards are not the largest of the big cats, but they possess incredible strength. Their coat is adorned with rosette-shaped spots, providing perfect camouflage in their environment. In the darkness of the savannah, leopards operate silently, but with extreme efficiency. They lead a solitary life. An individual's territory can range from 10 to 15 square miles, marked with urine and claw marks. The leopard's preferred prey are small herbivores, like warthogs or impalas. This choice minimizes direct competition with larger predators and suits their solitary hunting style. When attacking, they approach their prey from behind or the side, closing the distance to no more than 50 feet before striking. Their top speed reaches about 36 miles per hour. Not the fastest, but their power and precision are formidable. After subduing their prey, leopards often drag the carcass up a tree. This is a tactic to prevent it from being stolen by other predators like hyenas. The clear difference in target selection and hunting tactics helps to reduce direct competition between leopards and wild dogs. However, the presence of wild dogs is always a potential threat to leopards, especially for mothers with cubs. In these situations, a mother leopard will often move her cubs to safer locations, usually high up in the branches of a tree. During times of food scarcity, wild dogs may steal a leopard's kill. Although a leopard is larger and stronger, its solitary life puts it at a disadvantage. Faced with a large pack of wild dogs, a leopard is often forced to abandon its fresh kill and climb a tree to escape. Besides their eternal enemy, the lion, African wild dogs are also one of the favorite targets of hyenas. This is not because wild dogs are easy prey, but because their efficient hunting strategy often yields a bountiful reward. Although hyenas are formidable predators, the tight organization of a wild dog pack often gives them an advantage in direct confrontations. A study in 2023 showed that in 60% of conflicts, wild dogs were victorious, especially when they had the numerical advantage. The difference in hunting tactics also helps to lessen competition. Wild dogs often hunt healthy individuals using their stamina. Meanwhile, hyenas tend to focus on injured, weak, or already dead prey, acting as the ecosystem's cleaners. Beneath the water, Nile crocodiles are the silent rulers. As one of the planet's most ancient creatures, crocodiles have existed for over 200 million years. The remaining bones, skin, or meat become a valuable food source for scavengers like vultures and jackals. Although excellent hunters, wild dogs do not consume their entire kill. Each individual needs about 2 to 3 pounds of meat per day. The rest is left behind. In the sky, vultures are the first to arrive. They can spot the signs of a meal from an altitude of over 3,000 feet. On the ground, jackals arrive quietly, waiting to take advantage of what remains. The relationship between wild dogs and scavengers, though competitive, is a vital part of the natural balance. When wild dog packs approach a water source, they enter the domain of the crocodile, and the situation immediately changes. A study in 2023 in the Serengeti revealed that about 5% of wild dog deaths in riverine areas were caused by crocodiles. After every hunt, the remains become a valuable food source for scavengers like vultures and jackals. Vultures are the first to appear. They can detect the signs of death from an altitude of over 3,000 feet. On the ground, jackals arrive quietly, waiting to take advantage of what is left. The savannah, once a world where lions and wild dogs coexisted as two fundamental pieces of nature's puzzle, has now become a battlefield between nature and humanity. But even in that darkness, they remain resilient. Every steady step of a lion, every sacrificial hunt of a wild dog, is a sacred reminder that life on the savannah is a precious gift. However, hope is not entirely lost. Restored ecological corridors in the Okavango Delta and the Serengeti have opened new pathways, connecting isolated areas. Technology also plays a fundamental role in conservation. GPS collars and camera traps monitor the movements of lion prides and wild dog packs, providing valuable data for timely interventions. Vaccination programs against rabies and canine distemper have protected thousands of wild dogs from the threat of outbreaks. Protecting these two iconic predators is not just about caring for them, but about maintaining the ecological balance of the African savanna. For millennia, these two great powers have shaped this land. Their conflict is the very rhythm of the savanna. But now, a silence threatens to fall over these plains, and one must wonder what becomes of a world that has lost its kings, its armies, and its wild, ancient heart.
Welcome to Nature Moments. Today, we will explore the majestic Himalayas, where life must adapt to harsh conditions in order to survive. Let's discover how some of the planet's most resilient animals face the bone-chilling cold and the oxygen deprivation at the highest altitudes in the world. Get ready to be amazed. The Himalayas are not just a simple mountain range, but a testament to the grandeur of God's creation. When observing the majestic peaks covered in snow and the harsh weather, we cannot help but recognize the power and perfection of the Creator. However, the true wonder lies in the creatures that thrive in this extreme environment. The animals here must adapt perfectly to survive in such incredibly harsh conditions. From the ability to breathe at altitudes where the air is thin, to their remarkable camouflage skills to evade predators, everything reflects nature's meticulous design in shaping each species. On your journey to explore the Himalayas, you will find living evidence of nature's greatness. The animals here face challenges that many others could hardly overcome. Severe climates, freezing temperatures, and treacherous terrains create a daily struggle for survival, yet they persist through extraordinary adjustments of their bodies. These species are not merely products of natural evolution, but witnesses to intelligent design. Living in the Himalayas feels like an endless battle against the cold and fierce winds. Imagine an environment where temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Fahrenheit, accompanied by snowstorms lasting for days. The animals here are forced to develop extraordinary skills to survive. Thick fur and fat reserves help them resist the cold, but their adaptations go beyond physical structures. They also modify their behaviors, such as finding shelter and minimizing activity to conserve energy. A prime example is the wild yak, a symbol of strength and resilience. Their thick coat acts as a natural jacket, allowing them to endure snowstorms. When the snow falls, they use their strength to carve a path to areas where they can find food. Another species is the snow leopard, a large cat living in some of the coldest regions on Earth. The snow leopard wraps its thick tail around its body to stay warm while resting. Thanks to these strategies, they can survive in the harshest conditions. However, life in the Himalayas is always an ongoing struggle. Geographical isolation is a significant barrier, forcing animals to be entirely self-reliant in finding resources. Many species move to lower altitudes in the winter, when the climate becomes more temperate, then return to the mountain peaks when spring arrives. This cycle ensures the survival of species in one of the harshest places on Earth. The extreme altitudes of the Himalayas present unique challenges, particularly due to the low oxygen concentration in the air. To survive, animals here have developed remarkable physiological adaptations. Snow leopards have respiratory systems and blood optimized to efficiently collect oxygen even at high altitudes. Their lungs are larger, helping maintain steady breathing even in thin air. Another prime example of adaptation to oxygen deficiency is the wild yak. They have much larger lungs relative to their body size compared to other cattle, allowing them to breathe more efficiently at high altitude. Additionally, the oxygen-carrying capacity of yak blood is superior to that of many other mammals, enabling them to move easily in places where other species struggle to survive. However, it is not only their physiology that helps them survive. Many species also limit their activities to higher altitudes to conserve energy and reduce their respiratory needs. During the day, they may descend to lower areas in search of food and shelter, while at night, they return to safer heights to avoid predators. This lifestyle is key to the survival of many animals living on the roof of the world. In the Himalayas, camouflage is an essential tool for both predators and prey. The animals living in these mountains have evolved to blend into the rocky and snowy environment, helping them avoid detection by predators or easily ambush their prey. For example, the snow leopard has light gray fur that perfectly blends with its surroundings of snow and rocks. This makes it nearly invisible to its prey. Herbivores like the Himalayan tahr have also developed neutral coloring that helps them blend into their environment. Their light brown fur resembles the rocks and barren vegetation on the mountainsides, making it difficult for predators like snow leopards to spot them from a distance. Additionally, the tahr's stealthy behavior and quiet movements provide an extra layer of protection, helping them avoid threats. Even small birds living in the Himalayas use camouflage to avoid predators. Their feathers often mimic the colors of rocks and moss, allowing them to hide in plain sight. This ability to blend in is crucial for survival in the harsh, high-altitude environment, where even the smallest mistake can lead to death. The snow leopard is one of the most fascinating and well-adapted creatures of the Himalayas. This predator is renowned for its swift and silent hunting skills, but it also owes much of its survival to its remarkable endurance in harsh conditions. Its thick fur not only protects it from the extreme cold, but its long, bushy tail also acts as a blanket, keeping it warm when curled up to sleep. The snow leopard's strong and unique claws allow it to move effortlessly over snow-covered terrain, making it one of the most skilled hunters in the Himalayas. The snow leopard's hunting technique is equally impressive. It hides among the rocks, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush its prey, which is often larger animals like the Himalayan tahr and ibex. Its ability to leap across rocks on steep terrain makes it one of the most effective predators in the region. The snow leopard can also endure long periods without food, adjusting its metabolism to conserve energy. This is crucial in an environment where prey is scarce and the weather conditions are extreme. The wild yak is one of the living symbols of the Himalayan mountains, renowned for its ability to endure freezing conditions. Their bodies are covered in thick fur, which helps them withstand extremely low temperatures. Additionally, a thick layer of fat beneath their skin keeps them warm, ensuring they can survive through harsh winters when temperatures drop suddenly. When snowstorms hit the Himalayas, yaks use their strength and large horns to dig through the snow, searching for patches of remaining vegetation. Their diet mainly consists of grass and dry plants. Thanks to their strength and resilience, wild yaks have become one of the most powerful herbivores in the region. Moreover, yaks play an important role in the local ecosystem by dispersing seeds and fertilizing the soil with their dung. This contributes to the growth of vegetation, providing food for many other species. The presence of yaks is not only a testament to their resilience, but also highlights the interdependence of species living at the harsh altitudes of the Himalayas. Another impressive herbivore living in the harsh altitudes of the Himalayas is the Himalayan tahr. These animals have a robust build and specially adapted hooves, allowing them to move swiftly across rocky and steep terrain. The tahr's climbing ability and skill in escaping predators on treacherous landscapes demonstrate how nature has fine-tuned them for survival in extreme conditions. Their hooves are split and have rough surfaces, giving them a strong grip on rocks, increasing stability when navigating slippery terrain. The tahr's coat is also a crucial factor for survival. During the winter months, their fur grows thicker and longer, providing protection from the cold. Their diet also shifts with the seasons, ranging from grass to moss and lichen, ensuring they can find food even when resources become scarce. This dietary flexibility helps the tahr survive in harsh conditions. Another interesting feature of the tahr is their ability to live in herds. When gathered in groups, they can better protect themselves from predators and face the harsh climate together. This herd survival instinct is a vital factor in ensuring the species' persistence in the rugged environment of the Himalayas. Birds living in the Himalayas face unique challenges, such as flying in thin air and enduring extreme cold. Species like the Himalayan vulture have developed large, powerful wings, enabling them to glide through the air at altitudes where the air is very thin. This adaptation allows them to travel long distances in search of food while minimizing energy consumption. Another impressive example is the Himalayan raven, a bird capable of surviving at incredibly high altitudes. Their strong and versatile beaks allow them to consume a wide variety of food, from carcasses to small animals, and even leftovers from other predators. The ability to find food in such harsh environments is crucial to their survival. Despite these adaptations, life in the high mountains still requires great intelligence. During winter, many birds migrate to lower altitudes where conditions are more favorable, returning in the spring. This seasonal migration is essential for ensuring the survival of Himalayan bird species, especially when food becomes scarce and temperatures plummet. The scarcity of food at the harsh altitudes of the Himalayas forces animals to be creative in how they find sustenance. Herbivores like the ibex and Himalayan tahr survive by eating grass, moss, and lichen found between the rocky crevices. Although these foods are low in nutrients, their digestive systems have evolved to be highly efficient, extracting maximum energy from each meal. The ability to thrive on such a limited diet is one of their key survival strategies in the Himalayas. Meanwhile, carnivores face significant challenges in finding prey in an environment with scarce herbivores. Predators like the snow leopard must be patient and precise in their hunts. They often target prey larger than themselves, such as the Himalayan tahr, and can survive for several days on a single meal. This requires an extremely efficient metabolism, allowing them to store energy for extended periods. Additionally, some animals rely on the strategy of storing food during months when it is more abundant. They stash food in caves or rocky crevices, ensuring they have enough to survive through the harsh winter months. This ability to plan and store provisions is a crucial factor in helping animals survive at the extreme altitudes of the Himalayas. Hunting in the Himalayas requires a combination of patience, agility, and camouflage. Predators like the snow leopard and Tibetan wolf have developed ambush techniques, hiding among rocks and snow until their prey unknowingly comes close. Camouflage is the key to their success, allowing them to blend into their surroundings until the moment to strike arrives. The snow leopard is a master at using terrain to its advantage. It often ambushes in steep areas where prey has little chance of escape. Its ability to leap between rocks makes the snow leopard one of the most dangerous predators in the Himalayas. The prey snow leopards typically hunt are often larger and heavier than themselves, but their hunting strategy in rugged terrain is one of the key adaptations that helps them survive in the Himalayas. Another example of hunting tactics is the Himalayan vulture, a bird of prey that patrols the skies in search of carcasses. With extremely keen eyesight, it can spot animal remains from a great distance, and its powerful flying skills allow it to cover vast areas in a short time. When it finds a carcass, the vulture uses its sharp beak to tear apart the flesh, ensuring a meal in an environment where food is scarce. During the cold winter months, many animals in the Himalayas migrate seasonally to lower altitudes where conditions are less harsh. This movement is necessary for survival, as the high altitudes become uninhabitable due to heavy snow and food shortages. Species such as Himalayan tahr and ibex often descend into valleys in search of richer pastures and warmer temperatures. Birds also follow this migratory pattern. Many species that live at the highest elevations of the Himalayas migrate to tropical regions in winter, where they can find better food sources and living conditions. However, migration is not without risk. During the migration process, many animals face predators and unfamiliar terrain. Additionally, migration plays an important role in maintaining ecological balance in lower regions. As animals descend the mountains, they bring nutrients and seeds, helping fertilize and promote the growth of vegetation, which in turn provides food for other species. This migration cycle and return to higher altitudes is a crucial factor in the ecological flow of the Himalayas and the survival of the species living in this area. Beyond physical adaptations, many animals in the Himalayas have adjusted their behavior to survive in this harsh environment. During the cold winter months, some animals enter a state of semi-hibernation, reducing activity and conserving energy. This is often seen in small animals that take shelter in caves or nests to protect themselves from the cold and snowstorms. Social behavior is also a common strategy. Animals like Himalayan tahr and ibex often form large herds to increase protection from predators. By moving in herds, they can detect danger more easily and fend off attacks together. This social behavior is one of the main reasons these species thrive in the harsh environment of the Himalayas. Additionally, many animals adjust their activity schedule to avoid the coldest times of the day. In the mornings and evenings, when temperatures are extremely low, they shelter in caves and only venture out to forage during the warmer hours of the day. This behavioral adaptation helps minimize heat loss and ensures survival in the Himalayan environment. Insulation is an essential adaptation for animals living in the Himalayas. Many species have thick fur, like a natural coat that protects them from freezing temperatures. This layer of fur is especially important during the winter months, when temperatures can drop below -22 degrees Fahrenheit. Thick fur also serves as a barrier against the strong mountain winds. Additionally, many species have a layer of fat beneath their skin, which helps insulate and store energy during months of food scarcity. The wild yak is a prime example of an animal that stores fat during the warmer months and uses it to survive through the winter when pastures are covered in snow. Insulation is not only a matter of survival, but also related to energy efficiency. Species that can maintain their body temperature without expending too much energy have a significant advantage in environments where energy is a precious resource. The ability to stay warm allows them to remain active longer, thus ensuring survival in the Himalayas. Living at high altitudes in the Himalayas means facing thin air, where oxygen levels are much lower than at sea level. To survive in these conditions, animals have developed remarkable respiratory adaptations. Larger and more efficient lungs are one of the key changes, enabling them to breathe deeply and make the most of the scarce oxygen. Himalayan animals have more efficient lungs, allowing them to absorb oxygen better at high altitudes. Additionally, their blood composition is different, with higher concentrations of hemoglobin, which improves their ability to absorb oxygen from the thin air. The snow leopard is a prime example of this adaptation. Its lungs are incredibly efficient, allowing it to maintain hunting activities even at extremely high altitudes. This respiratory efficiency enables the snow leopard to hunt in rugged terrain where other predators may struggle to stay active. Additionally, animals in the Himalayas often minimize their activity, conserving energy and reducing their oxygen needs. They move slowly and avoid excessive exertion, ensuring that their bodies do not consume more oxygen than necessary. This energy-saving strategy is crucial for survival in an environment with scarce oxygen and harsh conditions. The relationship between animals and plants in the Himalayas is a perfect example of interdependence in ecology. Animals rely on plants for food, while plants depend on animals for seed dispersal and soil fertilization. Herbivores such as the ibex and Himalayan tahr play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance by grazing on grasses and shrubs, which helps promote the growth of vegetation. Many plant species in the Himalayas have also developed special adaptations to survive in the cold and high-altitude environment. These plants have deep roots, allowing them to absorb nutrients from the poor soil, and many have leaves covered in hair to protect against the freezing winds. This vegetation not only sustains large animals, but also supports a rich ecosystem, from small rodents to large herbivores. The movement of animals across the mountains helps fertilize the soil, encouraging the growth of plants. This symbiotic relationship is vital to the survival of both groups in such a harsh environment. The Himalayan ibex is an impressive example of adaptation to life in high mountains. They have split hooves that function like claws, allowing them to move nimbly across slippery, rocky terrain. Their ability to climb steep cliffs is one of the main reasons they can evade predators and find food at altitudes where few other species can survive. Additionally, the ibex has a thick coat that protects it from the extreme cold of the Himalayas. In winter, their fur becomes even thicker, helping to retain body heat even in the harshest weather conditions. The ibex's flexible diet is another crucial adaptation, enabling them to feed on a wide range of plants, from grasses to tough shrubs and moss. Living in herds is a key characteristic of the Himalayan ibex. They form large groups to protect themselves from predators. When threatened, ibex use their climbing skills to escape danger, moving across terrain that most predators cannot navigate. This combination of physical and behavioral adaptations has made the ibex master survivors on the high peaks of the Himalayas. Snowstorms in the Himalayas are fierce and unpredictable, with powerful winds that can reach extreme speeds and blizzards lasting for days. To survive in these conditions, many animals have developed special strategies. During snowstorms, most species take shelter in caves, crevices, or beneath large rocks to avoid the wind and snow. The insulation provided by their thick fur and the fat beneath their skin also plays a vital role in maintaining body heat during these harsh times. The wild yak is a prime example of resilience to snowstorms. They move in large herds and use their strength to clear paths through the snow, searching for shelter and grass to eat. Even in the most intense blizzards, yaks can still move and maintain their daily activities thanks to their exceptional strength and endurance. A remarkable behavior of small rodents in the Himalayas is their ability to plan ahead for the harsh winter. These species store food in their burrows during the warmer months, ensuring they have enough to eat during winter snowstorms when venturing out to forage would be dangerous. This ability to plan and stockpile food is crucial for survival in the unpredictable weather conditions of the mountains. Reproduction at high altitudes in the Himalayas presents unique challenges, as harsh conditions can make raising young difficult. Many animals have adjusted their reproductive cycles to coincide with the warmer seasons, ensuring that their offspring are born when food is more abundant and the climate is milder. This is crucial to giving the young a better chance of survival. For example, Wild yaks give birth in late spring when the snow begins to melt and the grasslands become more accessible. This ensures that yak mothers can access nutritious food to produce enough milk for their young. Yak calves are born with thick fur, which helps them withstand the cold from the very first days of life. Another example of reproductive behavior is seen in the Himalayan ibex. During the mating season, males compete by using their horns to fight and display strength. The females choose the strongest males, ensuring that their offspring inherit traits that help them survive the harsh conditions of the Himalayas. This natural selection is a critical factor in maintaining species in this high-altitude region. Caves and natural rock formations play a crucial role in protecting the animals that live in the Himalayas. They provide shelter from harsh weather conditions and protection from predators. Many species use these areas as resting and breeding grounds, ensuring their safety from dangerous elements during the most severe times. Caves are especially valuable during snowstorms and when strong winds blow. Snow leopards, for example, often rest in caves or under rocky outcrops during the day, using these spots to avoid the extreme cold. These hideouts also serve as strategic positions for snow leopards to observe prey from a safe vantage point before launching an attack. Small rodents in the Himalayas also make the most of caves and underground shelters. These small creatures dig deep burrows on the mountain slopes, where they store food and avoid the cold throughout the winter. These burrows become their primary refuge, allowing them to survive through snowstorms and freezing temperatures. The use of caves and natural shelters is a crucial adaptation for surviving the extreme high-altitude conditions of the Himalayas. Climate change is one of the greatest threats to the ecosystem of the Himalayas. With the rapid melting of glaciers and rising temperatures, many species in this region are facing unprecedented challenges. Species that rely on snow and ice, such as the snow leopard, are seeing their habitats shrink year by year. Additionally, climate change affects the availability of food as plants struggle to adapt to the changing conditions. Another significant impact of climate change is the increased frequency of storms and landslides, threatening the survival of many species. Grasslands that once sustained herbivores like the ibex and Himalayan tahr are being destroyed or covered by unstable snow, making it harder for them to access food. These changes are putting immense pressure on species already struggling to survive in such harsh environments. Additionally, climate change is disrupting seasonal migrations. As temperatures rise, animals are forced to migrate to higher altitudes in search of suitable conditions. However, this migration is becoming increasingly difficult as mountain environments grow more unpredictable. Climate change is threatening the delicate balance of the Himalayan ecosystem, putting the survival of many species at risk. The interactions between species in the Himalayas are incredibly complex and vital for maintaining the ecosystem. Predators and prey rely on one another, ensuring the balance of nature is upheld. The snow leopard, Panthera uncea, plays a crucial role in controlling the populations of herbivores such as the ibex and Himalayan tahr, helping to maintain ecological balance. By hunting these herbivores, snow leopards prevent their populations from exploding, which in turn protects the vegetation. Without this natural regulation, mountain vegetation could be destroyed, leading to a shortage of food for other species. Vegetation in high-altitude regions, such as the Himalayas, is highly sensitive to environmental changes. These plants are adapted to harsh conditions, so overgrazing can have serious consequences, impacting the entire ecological chain. Beyond the predator-prey relationship, many species collaborate indirectly to ensure each other's survival. Herbivores help control vegetation growth by grazing, which allows new plant species to develop and sustain biodiversity. For example, in the forests and grasslands of the Himalayas, balanced plant growth helps maintain groundwater supplies and regulate temperature. This benefits not only animals, but the entire ecosystem, including humans living nearby. Another example of important ecological interaction is the role of scavengers like the Himalayan vulture. They feed on the carcasses left by other predators, helping to clean the environment and prevent the spread of diseases. Himalayan vultures have the ability to digest dangerous bacteria that humans and many other animals cannot. This helps keep the natural environment clean and prevents infectious diseases from spreading. Thanks to the role of these birds, the natural cycle is more complete, contributing to the overall health of the ecosystem. Reflecting on the extraordinary ability of animals in the Himalayas to survive and thrive in the harshest conditions, we cannot deny that there is something greater at work. For instance, the snow leopard not only has thick fur to keep warm, but also possesses a perfectly structured body that allows it to hunt efficiently on rugged terrain. Species like the snow leopard have evolved over thousands of years to adapt perfectly to this unique habitat. This is a clear testament to the power of evolution and adaptation. Every detail, from the thick fur to lungs adapted to thin air, reveals the meticulous care of a creator who leaves nothing to chance. The physical structures of high-altitude species, like the snow leopard and the Himalayan vulture, are designed to withstand sudden temperature changes and oxygen scarcity, enabling them to flourish where many other species cannot survive. So, what can we learn from these remarkable creatures? Just as God equips animals with the tools they need to survive in harsh environments, He also gives us the tools to overcome our own challenges. Perhaps in the midst of our daily struggles, we can remember that, just like in the Himalayas, God always provides us with what we need to overcome any trial. And like these animals, we can trust in His providence to guide and strengthen us in every circumstance. If you feel inspired by this journey and want to continue exploring the wonders of God's creation, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. There are many more miracles in the world that He has created for us to discover. Learning about nature not only helps us understand the connection between species, but also reminds us of the important role we play in protecting and sustaining life on Earth. When the first rays of dawn touched the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania awakens in a wild and mysterious beauty. Majestic mountain ranges, vast savanna plains stretching out like an endless green carpet, and rivers winding through this expansive land, all tell the story of survival. Yet amid this peaceful scenery, fierce battles for survival unfold constantly, like a magnificent symphony orchestrated by the Creator. Only the strongest, fastest, and smartest can endure. Welcome to the wild nature of Tanzania, where the struggle for survival among predators takes place. Tanzania, a land where nature is preserved as a precious heritage, boasts 22 national parks and 31 natural reserves, covering nearly 38% of the country's territory. This is the largest proportion in Africa, reflecting the nation's strong commitment to preserving rich biodiversity. Thanks to these conservation efforts, Tanzania has become one of the world's biodiversity hotspots, attracting millions of visitors each year to explore. Every forest, savanna, river, and lake here is home to more than 430 mammal species, 11 bird species, and 335 reptile species. Tanzania is also the homeland of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, with a peak reaching 19,341 feet. It is a grand ecological symbol of this nation. Kilimanjaro holds not only geographical significance, but also preserves various ecosystems, from tropical rainforests to alpine meadows and eternal glaciers. The mountain ranges surrounding Kilimanjaro harbor more than 1,200 plant species, many of which are endemic and found only in this sacred land. Many plants here have uniquely adapted to harsh environments, allowing them to survive and thrive through thousands of years of climate change. At the foot of the mountain, Arusha National Park stretches out like a perfect natural painting, covering an area of 213 square miles. This national park is one of Tanzania's most diverse ecological regions, with rich ecosystems like rainforests, grasslands, and swamps. From tropical forests to savanna grasslands and vast wetlands, each ecosystem here tells its own story. Lake Momella, with its serene waters, is a haven for hundreds of waterbird species. This lake also offers an opportunity to observe unique migratory birds, providing critical research on climate change and ecosystems. Meanwhile, the extinct Ngorododo crater creates a vibrant scene with lush vegetation and incredible wildlife diversity. One of the representative animals here is the black and white Colobus monkey, scientifically known as Colobus gareza, a primate belonging to the family Cercopithecidae. This monkey has a sleek black coat adorned with white fringes and long mane, making it easily recognizable. It is the only species in the Colobus genus capable of eating mature leaves without the aid of gut microorganisms, thanks to its specially complex digestive system. The Colobus monkeys live in groups of 3 to 15 individuals, forming strong social bonds through grooming behaviors. This act not only serves hygiene, but also strengthens group solidarity. It helps reduce stress and build social relationships, which are vital for their survival in the wild. The high canopy in Arusha National Park provides an ideal habitat for the black and white Colobus monkeys, allowing them to move easily among tree branches and avoid ground-level dangers. They have developed exceptional climbing abilities, enabling them to traverse forest canopies at remarkable speeds. They live in densely wooded areas and have evolved excellent survival skills. Their diet mainly consists of leaves, but also includes other plant materials like flowers, young shoots, and bark. Their digestive system features a multi-chambered stomach filled with bacteria that converts cellulose from leaves into nutrients, ensuring their survival in the challenging environment. Arusha National Park is also home to the Maasai giraffe, scientifically known as Giraffa camelopardalis tippleskirchi. This is the largest giraffe subspecies, with adult males standing 18 to 20 feet tall and weighing up to 2,645 pounds. The Maasai giraffe has distinctive brown patches of irregular shapes, helping it blend into its natural habitat. Thanks to the abundance of vegetation in Arusha National Park, the Maasai giraffe finds enough nutrients to survive and thrive. They use their tongues, which can reach up to 18 inches long, to graze on leaves from tall branches, especially from acacia and baobab trees. This national park is not only home to gentle herbivores, but also the territory of a predator famous for its hunting efficiency in the savanna and open forest ecosystems of Tanzania, the serval cat, scientifically known as Leptalurus serval. The serval is a medium-sized cat belonging to the Felidae family, notable for its long legs and large ears. Its long legs help it leap high and far, while its keen ears enable it to detect prey even when they are distant or hidden by vegetation. They move agilely between trees and bushes, using their golden fur with black spots to camouflage perfectly in the diverse environment of Arusha National Park. About 50% of serval hunts are successful, a high rate for predators. Their diet is diverse. Besides rodents, which make up about 80 to 90% of their food, they also hunt birds, insects, frogs, and occasionally fish in grasslands and wetlands. They hunt at night, using their acute hearing to locate prey amid thick vegetation. When detecting prey, the serval quietly approaches before launching a precise and powerful leap. Servals can jump up to 10 feet high and 13 feet long, allowing them to catch even flying birds or insects. Though an adept hunter, the serval faces competition from birds of prey like eagles present in the area. However, its nocturnal hunting abilities and flexible diet give it an advantage in catching small prey. The serval also protects itself from larger predators through speed and agility. It often opts to flee and hide in dense forests or caves. This hiding ability has evolved over millions of years, making it one of the most adaptable wildcats in the natural environment. In Maasai culture, the serval is revered as a symbol of agility and skill, a testament to the wondrous creation of nature. Its presence not only helps control rodent populations, protecting crops, but also contributes to the development of ecotourism in Arusha, thanks to its unique appearance and impressive hunting behavior. The attraction of ecotourism has provided educational opportunities for the local community on the importance of conserving this species and its habitat. Each year, during the rainy season, thousands of lesser and greater flamingos migrate to Lake Manyara to feed, taking advantage of the algae bloom in the lake's alkaline waters. Lake Manyara is one of the most famous alkaline lakes in East Africa, with a pH ranging from 9.5 to 10.5. Located at the foot of the Rift Valley in northern Tanzania, Lake Manyara stands out as a blue gem amid a majestic natural landscape. The lake is not only a crucial stopover for migratory birds, but also plays a key role in maintaining the ecological balance of the region. The area of Lake Manyara varies seasonally, averaging about 89 square miles, but can expand to 127 square miles during the rainy season. The average depth of the lake is only about 10 feet, but strong evaporation has left dissolved minerals, creating its unique waters and forming an ideal habitat for more than 400 waterbird species. This is also where ecologists can study the adaptation of animal species and the transformation of ecosystems in high alkaline conditions. Besides being a paradise for birds, the lake is also home to a diverse array of wildlife. In the lush landscape of Lake Manyara National Park, African elephants gracefully move through forests and savanna grasslands, taking advantage of the water sources and rich vegetation that nature provides. The African elephants here have adapted to different climatic conditions, showcasing flexibility in their foraging and drinking behaviors. The park is home to one of the largest elephant populations in East Africa, with around 300 to 400 individuals. The African elephant, scientifically known as Loxodonta africana, is a massive animal, weighing up to 13,228 pounds and standing up to 13 feet tall. Their large ears help regulate body temperature and play a significant role in communication. They are easily recognized by their enormous ears, which help control body temperature, and long tusks used for digging for food and defending against threats. These tusks also help them interact with their environment, such as breaking branches or extracting underground water, demonstrating the intelligence and creativity of this species. African elephants are not just majestic giants, but also symbols of deep social bonds. Led by an older female known as the matriarch, the herd moves in an organized and cohesive manner, protecting one another and caring for the weaker members. Their social system is complex, with communication through sounds and gestures, helping them maintain unity and protect the herd. Meanwhile, the males usually live alone or in small groups, returning to the main herd only during the mating season. This division of roles helps maintain balance in elephant society, ensuring the sustainable growth of the herd. In the lush vegetation of Lake Manyara National Park, olive baboons move in large troops in search of food and water. The olive baboon, scientifically known as Papio anubis, has a population of about 1,000 individuals at Lake Manyara, making it one of the largest populations in East Africa and playing a crucial role in maintaining the region's ecological structure. They are highly adaptable animals, capable of living in various environments, from tropical rainforests to arid savannas. Olive baboon troops, also known as congregations, can range from 20 to over 100 individuals, with a complex and subtle social structure. They have a clear hierarchy, where dominant males occupy the highest ranks in the social ladder, but it is the females who bring stability, building lifelong social relationships. They engage in activities like grooming, playing, and cooperating to protect the group from predators like leopards and hyenas. This social behavior not only strengthens group bonds, but also increases the survival chances of each individual. The ability to cooperate and care for one another among olive baboons is a testament to the marvelous creation of nature, where each creature has its role in the community, reflecting the values of unity and compassion. In the azure skies of Lake Manyara, the African fish eagle soars gracefully in search of fish and small birds on the lake's surface. This bird of prey scientifically known as Haliaeetus vocifer, is an emblem of the sub-Saharan regions, inhabiting swamps, freshwater lakes, rivers, and coastal areas in Tanzania. They are not only skilled hunters, but also play a vital role in controlling fish populations, maintaining ecological balance. They are mainly found around large lakes like Victoria, Tanganyika, and Manyara. The African fish eagle is a large bird of prey belonging to the Accipitridae family. Its pure white plumage on the head and chest contrasts perfectly with the dark brown of its wings and body, creating a harmonious and balanced image in Tanzania's nature. This color contrast not only aids in their easy identification, but also helps them resonate with local mythology and culture. In the bright morning light, and sometimes late afternoon, the African fish eagle glides through the sky like a true warrior, dominating the air with a wingspan of 6.5 to 7.2 feet and weighing up to 7.7 pounds. With extremely sharp vision, they can spot prey from great distances, making them formidable hunters in the animal kingdom. Gently along the lakeshore or perched on high branches, the African fish eagle can observe every movement on the water's surface. Tilapia, their primary food source, is unlikely to escape their keen eyes, capable of detecting prey from over 0.9 miles away. When it spots a fish swimming near the surface, the eagle swoops down at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour, using its sharp talons, which measure 2 to 2.4 inches, to grip the prey with incredible force. Their talons are perfectly designed to catch and hold prey, with grooves and hooks that help them secure the fish even when it struggles to break free. Their legs have a grip strength equivalent to a pair of iron pliers, allowing them to easily catch fish weighing up to 4.4 pounds and lift them out of the water. Thanks to their powerful physique, the fish eagle can lift its prey high without losing its flight momentum, a crucial survival skill in the competitive natural world. The diet of the African fish eagle is not limited to fish. They also hunt water birds, frogs, and even carrion. This dietary diversity demonstrates their remarkable adaptability and flexibility, allowing them to thrive in various environments. A study at Lake Manyara showed that the African fish eagle has a hunting success rate of 50 to 60%, significantly higher than other birds of prey like the bald eagle in North America, which only has a success rate of 20 to 30%. This difference reflects the remarkable adaptation of the African fish eagle to its environment and its unique hunting techniques. In northern Tanzania, Serengeti National Park stretches over 50,700 square miles, a grand masterpiece of nature. From the vast savanna plains in the south and east to open forests, wetlands, and major rivers like the Grumeti and Mara, Serengeti is a symbol of ecological diversity and wildlife abundance. It is also one of the last remaining natural ecosystems in the world where wildlife still exists in its primordial environment. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1981, Serengeti is not only home to more than 70 mammal species, but also the backdrop of one of the most spectacular migrations on the planet. This migration is not only a journey of survival, but also a crucial part of the life cycle, fostering renewal and maintaining ecological balance. This migration, a relentless cycle from December to October, is a testament to the beauty and brutality of nature. Although around 250,000 wildebeests do not survive the journey due to predation, drowning, or other natural causes, life continues to flourish. Their sacrifice provides a vital food source for predators and maintains the balance in this vast ecosystem. The Serengeti ecosystem turns into a fierce arena where life and death intertwine, creating a wild symphony between prey and predator. With approximately 3,000 individuals in 2023, the Serengeti is home to the largest lion population in Africa, representing a significant portion of the global lion population. This lion population has adapted to the harsh conditions of the savanna and evolved into master predators. Considered one of the most ancient populations, the Serengeti lions have perfectly adapted to the rich and diverse ecosystem of the national park. A genetic study in 2023 revealed a high level of genetic diversity, indicating that the lions here have developed and thrived across generations in a stable ecological environment. This underscores the importance of the Serengeti in conserving lions, a symbol of strength and resilience in nature. On the vast savanna plains of the Serengeti, lion prides typically consist of 15 to 30 individuals, sometimes up to 40, acting like real armies to protect their territory. When the migration begins, the Serengeti savanna transforms into a natural battlefield, where lions display their strength and peak hunting skills. The lionesses, with superior hunting skills, coordinate perfectly, creating complex and effective hunting strategies. A study from the Serengeti Lion Project in 2023 found that Serengeti lions have a hunting success rate of 20 to 30% in solitary hunts, higher than the average for many other lion populations in Africa, where this rate ranges from 17 to 20%. This demonstrates their expertise and adaptation in the highly competitive hunting environment. Although the Serengeti is a rich ecosystem, life here is not always easy. During the dry season, when food and water become scarce, lion prides must travel farther to hunt, sometimes up to 12 miles a day, often preying on smaller animals to survive. The scarcity of resources forces lions to adapt and innovate in their hunting strategies, highlighting their extraordinary survival abilities. By controlling herbivore populations, lions directly influence vegetation growth, preventing overgrazing and allowing the sustainable development of the savanna. The role of lions in maintaining ecological balance is a prime example of how each animal species contributes to the complex web of life. Under the vast sky of the Serengeti, the eerie laughter of hyenas echoes, instilling fear in the herbivores of this land. With approximately 5,000 individuals, the spotted hyena, Crocuta, is one of the most successful predators in the Serengeti. In hyena clans, females dominate, and the alpha female, often called the queen, is larger and stronger than the males. The queen not only leads the group in hunts, but also organizes territory defense, playing a crucial role in maintaining order and the clan's prosperity. Spotted hyenas in the Serengeti have a relatively high hunting success rate, around 25 to 30%. When hunting in groups, this rate can increase to up to 50%, especially during large hunts like those in the migration season. This demonstrates their cooperation and strategic abilities in hunting, allowing them to maximize opportunities and available resources. The panic of their prey is a significant advantage for hyenas, allowing them to focus on weaker or isolated individuals, making it easier to attack and capture. Their hunting technique relies not only on speed and strength, but also on patience and situational awareness. Hyenas are also impressive in their pursuit. They can run at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour over short distances and chase prey over long distances, sometimes for hours. This ability makes hyenas effective predators in the harsh savanna environment, where endurance can determine survival. With the ability to utilize every part of their prey, hyenas are not just fearsome predators, but also symbols of efficiency in using natural resources. They play an essential role in cleaning up the ecosystem, consuming carcasses, and preventing the spread of diseases. Completing the wild picture of the Serengeti, spotted hyenas are not only skilled hunters, but also masters of scavenging. They execute strategic attacks with high organization and cooperation, sometimes mobilizing entire clans of 20 to 30 individuals to surround and harass lions to steal the prize. In 40% of successful scavenging attempts, hyenas usually carry out systematic attacks in large numbers, sometimes up to 20 to 30 individuals, surrounding and harassing lions to seize the spoils. Their intelligence and tactics in confronting other predators prove they are among the most adaptable animals in the wild. In the Serengeti savanna, spotted hyenas are a crucial link in maintaining ecological balance. As nature's cleaners, hyenas play an essential role in controlling herbivore populations, thereby protecting the Serengeti's valuable vegetation from overconsumption. The Serengeti is not only the kingdom of lions and hyenas, but also the hunting territory of around 1,000 leopards, known scientifically as Panthera pardus. Here, leopards appear as silent and powerful shadows, becoming one of the most efficient predators in this ecosystem. They are masters of stealth and hunting, with the ability to blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Distinguished by their black rosettes on a golden coat, the leopard's fur is not just a layer of protection, but also a perfect camouflage tool, allowing them to disappear in the wild. Each rosette is like a unique fingerprint, with no two leopards having the same pattern. Their camouflage ability allows them to approach prey undetected, making them the invisible hunters of nature. This master of disguise waits in the shadows, utilizing the dim light of dawn or dusk to approach prey unnoticed. In the Serengeti, leopards often hunt Thompson's gazelles and young zebras, vulnerable targets due to their moderate size. Their hunting success rate reaches up to 35 to 40%, much higher than some other predators, demonstrating their skillful hunting capabilities. With their perfectly camouflaged coat, leopards quietly approach their prey, their eyes sharp like arrows ready to strike. When close enough, they burst forward at speeds of up to 36 miles per hour, aiming directly for the prey's throat or neck. This explosive power, combined with agility, allows them to bring down prey in seconds, showcasing their incredible strength. In the rich ecosystem of the Serengeti, leopards are known for their ability to adapt to various environments, from vast savanna plains to dense thickets and rugged rocky areas. They can easily climb trees, a skill that helps them avoid larger predators and protect their prey from being stolen. Like the mysterious guardians of the savanna, leopards play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. A study by the Serengeti Leopard Project in 2023 highlighted the importance of this species in regulating prey populations, particularly during the dry and harsh months when food becomes scarce. They help prevent the excessive population growth of herbivores, thereby protecting vegetation and maintaining the health of the ecosystem. The Serengeti is also home to about 200 to 300 cheetahs, one of the largest populations of this species in Africa. The cheetah, a feline predator known scientifically as Acinonyx jubatus, is also the fastest land animal in the world. They are built to run at incredible speeds, outpacing any competitor on the savanna grasslands. The vast plains of the Serengeti resemble a massive natural stadium, where the cheetah emerges like a golden arrow, ready to shoot off at impressive speeds that make everything around tremble. Cheetahs can reach a maximum speed of 50 to 80 miles per hour in short chases that last only 20 to 30 seconds. This speed is not just due to their hunting instincts, but also to their sophisticated body structure, which is perfectly optimized for fast running. Their long and slender yet powerful legs are the main source of strength, particularly the muscles in their hind legs, providing strong thrust when they sprint at high speeds. Their flexible spine acts like a spring, extending and contracting, allowing the cheetah to cover 20 to 23 feet in each stride, enhancing efficiency and speed in every leap. Unlike larger predators such as lions or hyenas, cheetahs often hunt alone or in small groups, usually led by a mother with her cubs. They primarily hunt Thomson's gazelles, young zebras, and occasionally large birds. They rely on stealth tactics, using tall grass as cover before exploding into a quick and intense chase that lasts only a few decisive seconds. Their goal is a precise and swift attack on the neck or legs of the prey, ending the hunt in a sort of dance of speed. Although cheetahs are the fastest land animals, they often lose their prey to larger predators like lions and hyenas. To avoid having their catch stolen, cheetahs must consume most of their prey quickly after capturing it, before other predators arrive. More critically, cheetahs face the risk of losing their lives due to competition with these predators. According to a study by the Tanzania Wildlife Research Institute in 2023, the survival rate of cheetah cubs in the wild remains extremely low, with only about 5% surviving their first year. This presents a significant challenge to the species' existence, especially as they face habitat loss and poaching. To cope with these dangers, mother cheetahs employ various defensive strategies to protect their young. They often choose remote areas with little presence of lions and hyenas to give birth and raise their cubs. Cheetah cubs have a thick and bushy coat along their backs, resembling a small mane, which helps camouflage them, making them look like honey badgers, an aggressive animal that many predators tend to avoid. This coat also helps them blend into the tall grass of the Serengeti, reducing the likelihood of detection. This is a prime example of how evolution creates unique adaptations to protect vulnerable young animals during their perilous early stages of life. The calls of cheetah cubs are also crucial for their defense. They emit high-pitched, gentle sounds similar to bird chirps, allowing them to communicate with their mother without attracting the attention of other predators. These calls not only help cubs signal distress when necessary, but also allow them to maintain discreet communication in a perilous environment. The vast grasslands of the Serengeti are not just a habitat for wildlife and predators, but also a refuge for over 500 bird species, further enriching this ecosystem. Birds create a complex web of life, playing roles in seed dispersal, pest control, and maintaining biodiversity. Birds with wide wingspans circle the Serengeti skies, bringing life and continuous movement, creating a vibrant natural tableau. Among them is the martial eagle, scientifically known as Polymatus bellicosus. This is the largest eagle in Africa, with a wingspan of up to 8.5 feet, making it an impressive aerial predator. Their power and size make them dominant rulers of the sky, with the ability to hunt prey much larger than themselves. Another key player in this picture is the white-backed vulture, scientifically known as Gyps africanus, one of the primary scavengers of the Serengeti. With a wingspan of nearly 7.5 feet, they soar high to search for carcasses from afar, detecting them from several miles away and quickly descending to the scene. Their keen ability to locate food makes them an indispensable part of the ecosystem, playing a role in cleaning up the environment and preventing disease. Situated at the border of 3 East African countries, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya, Lake Victoria resembles a giant mirror, covering an area of 26,564 square miles. Lake Victoria is the largest freshwater lake in Africa and the second largest in the world by area, with 49% of its surface area located in Tanzania. This lake plays a crucial role in providing water, food, and livelihoods for millions of people living around it. Lake Victoria is not only a source of water, but also the heart of the East African ecosystem. As part of the East African Rift System, formed around 400,000 years ago, the lake is surrounded by fertile lands and villages, serving as a small world with rich and diverse life. It is home to thousands of species of fish, plants, and other animals, many of which are endemic and not found anywhere else in the world. Beneath the cool waters of Lake Victoria, around 30,000 hippos spend their days submerged, creating a dynamic spectacle in this freshwater ecosystem. The hippopotamus, scientifically known as Hippopotamus amphibius, is the third largest land animal after elephants and rhinos. Males weigh between 2,200 and 4,000 pounds, resembling natural tanks. Their thick, oily skin not only helps them retain moisture, but also protects them from insect bites and reduces the risk of injury in territorial battles. They also secrete a pinkish, oily substance known as blood sweat, which helps protect their skin from UV rays and infections. On hot days in Tanzania, hippos stay underwater, surfacing only to breathe. Their large eyes and small ears protrude above the water's surface like natural binoculars. Their ability to hold their breath underwater for up to 5 minutes allows them to remain submerged for extended periods, helping them avoid the scorching heat. At night, they come ashore, traveling 2 to 5 miles with heavy but steady steps, consuming around 88 pounds of grass around the lake and swamp areas, leaving trails on the green grassland. Their role in the ecosystem is vital, as grazing and creating pathways through vegetation help maintain water circulation and create habitats for other species. The role of hippos in Lake Victoria goes beyond biodiversity conservation. They create natural waterways, helping maintain moisture in swamp areas and regulate water flow. By moving and disturbing the lakebed, they help distribute nutrients, promote the growth of aquatic plants, and maintain ecosystem balance. Lake Victoria is not only home to hippos, but also to approximately 20,000 to 30,000 Nile crocodiles, hiding beneath the surface like the silent warriors of nature. The Nile crocodile, scientifically known as Crocodilus niloticus, is revered throughout Africa. They are known to be the largest and most aggressive crocodiles in Africa, with remarkable hunting and survival skills. In Lake Victoria, these crocodiles find an ideal environment to thrive, allowing them to reach impressive sizes compared to other regions. Adult crocodiles in this lake typically measure between 13 and 18 feet long and weigh between 1,100 and 2,200 pounds. Their thick, sturdy skin, ranging from gray to olive green, helps them blend perfectly into the murky water and mud, making them invisible predators. Lake Victoria provides a diverse range of prey for these reptiles. They hunt large fish, mammals, birds, and other animals, such as young hippos or antelope, that come close to drink water. These crocodiles are known for their ambush tactics. They are patient predators, capable of remaining motionless for hours, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. They camouflage perfectly, revealing only their eyes and nostrils like mysterious periscopes, waiting for unsuspecting prey. When the opportunity arises, they swim at high speeds of up to 20 miles per hour and attack with deadly precision. Their attacks are supported by sharp teeth and incredible muscular strength, making them one of the most efficient predators in the freshwater ecosystem. After grabbing their prey with powerful jaws, crocodiles perform the death roll technique, spinning rapidly underwater like a whirlpool, to drown and incapacitate their prey. This technique not only helps them kill, but also tears the prey into smaller, easier to digest pieces. With strength and patience, they control the populations of many fish, birds, and mammals living near the water, eliminating weak or sick individuals, thus maintaining the health of other animal populations. In this way, Nile crocodiles contribute to reducing the spread of diseases in the area, maintaining ecological balance in Lake Victoria's freshwater ecosystem. In Tanzania, a green gem floats on the Indian Ocean, where sea and land meet to form a unique and diverse ecosystem, the Zanzibar archipelago. This archipelago is a crossroads of different ecosystems, from mangroves and tropical rainforests to coral reefs, creating a rich and unparalleled ecosystem. The archipelago comprises two main islands, Unguja, also known as Zanzibar, with an area of about 643 square miles, and Pemba with 382 square miles, along with many surrounding smaller islands. This area is a blend of wild beauty and vibrancy, with a mild tropical climate, an average temperature ranging from 68.9 degrees Fahrenheit to 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit, an annual rainfall of about 59 inches. This climate creates ideal conditions for the growth of various plant and animal species, making Zanzibar an ecological paradise. Zanzibar enjoys the perfect balance between heat and refreshing rains, something unmatched anywhere else in the world. With its characteristic reddish-brown fur on its back, the Zanzibar red Colobus monkey, scientifically known as Colobus kirki, is a prominent endemic species on the island of Zanzibar, Tanzania. This monkey is a symbol of unique biodiversity and the focus of many important conservation efforts. This primate plays a crucial role in the island's ecosystem and is emblematic of the region's conservation efforts. The Zanzibar red colobus has a digestive system adapted to not process sugar, making it suitable for a diet primarily based on leaves. Its ability to digest large amounts of leaves helps control excessive plant growth, contributing to the ecological balance of the forest. Additionally, the Zanzibar red colobus acts as a natural seed disperser by consuming fruit and spreading seeds through its feces as it moves around. This promotes the growth and regeneration of mangrove and tropical forests on the island, maintaining the diversity and health of the ecosystem. However, their existence is under serious threat. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, this species is classified as endangered, with only about 5,000 to 5,500 individuals remaining, mostly concentrated in the Jozani Forest Reserve. Habitat loss and human conflict are the main factors pushing this species to the brink of extinction. Current conservation efforts focus on protecting their habitat and reducing conflicts between humans and this unique primate to safeguard one of Zanzibar's rarest natural treasures. Numerous community education programs have been implemented to raise awareness of the species' importance and promote joint efforts to protect them. Thanks to conservation efforts, around 200 of these giant tortoises have returned to live in Zanzibar, helping maintain ecological balance in the region. These creatures can reach a length of 4 feet and weigh between 550 and 660 pounds, although some individuals can weigh up to 880 pounds. They have a hard, domed shell resembling a protective shield, helping them ward off predators and adapt to harsh environments. With their large, strong legs, these tortoises move easily over rugged terrain. The Aldabra giant tortoise is considered a living witness of time, with its dark gray shell and large, bright eyes, helping it adapt well to Zanzibar's arid conditions. They are cared for in reserves, where they are provided with a diet rich in green vegetables and fruits. In the wild, they are herbivores, consuming grass, leaves, and sometimes fallen fruits, helping control the growth of vegetation. In this way, the Aldabra giant tortoise benefits not only itself but also the local ecosystem. Birds and small animals often find food in the tortoise's waste or follow the paths they create, helping maintain ecological connections between species. The presence of these giant tortoises helps form and maintain natural pathways, creating open areas in dense vegetation, enabling other species to move and find food more easily. Zanzibar, particularly the islands of Mnemba and Kizimkazi, is one of the best places to observe bottlenose dolphins in the Indian Ocean. The bottlenose dolphin, scientifically known as Tursiops truncatus, is one of the most common and widely studied dolphin species in the world. They are known for their exceptional intelligence, complex social behavior, and advanced communication abilities. This cooperation and effective communication highlight the remarkable intelligence and organizational skills of dolphins. This process requires cooperation and effective communication, like true allies in the battle for survival under the sea. Dolphins use echolocation to detect prey, emitting sound waves and listening to echoes to determine the location, size, and type of prey. In Zanzibar, bottlenose dolphins also play a significant role in ecotourism, attracting thousands of visitors annually to observe and interact with them. These encounters not only provide memorable experiences for tourists, but also raise awareness about conservation and support the local economy. The sight of dolphins playing and leaping over the water enchants visitors and contributes to the local economy. Zanzibar is famous for its rich coral reefs, such as the Mnemba and Pemba marine reserves, home to a diverse array of colorful marine life, including small fish, mollusks, and invertebrates. These coral reefs not only create a rich ecosystem, but also provide habitats for thousands of marine species. They also act as a natural barrier for the coastline, preventing erosion and protecting the coastal ecosystem. Standing out amid the vibrant beauty of the coral reef ecosystem is the black-tip reef shark, scientifically known as Carcinus melanopterus, a symbol of agility and strength. This is one of the most common shark species in the shallow waters of Zanzibar, where they hunt among the coral reefs and along the coast. They play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance in the marine ecosystem, controlling the population of prey species and ensuring that no species becomes overpopulated. The presence of black-tip reef sharks is key to controlling their prey populations, thereby indirectly protecting the biodiversity of the coral reefs. Without the control of predators like sharks, prey species could become overabundant, leading to imbalance and weakening the coral reef ecosystem. These conflicts highlight the importance of protecting both the coral reef ecosystem and sophisticated predators like the black-tip reef shark, symbols of strength and balance in the ocean. Conserving sharks not only protects them, but also ensures the survival of the entire marine ecosystem, where they play a crucial role. Tanzania, with its rich and diverse ecosystem, is home to countless wildlife species. However, environmental factors, climate change, and weather conditions have significantly affected the survival of these animals. Climate change not only threatens the existence of wildlife, but also impacts the complex ecosystems they are part of, causing disruptions in food chains and natural imbalances. These changes not only threaten the lives of animal species, but also profoundly affect predation activities and the entire food chain of the ecosystem. Climate change has caused a rise in temperatures in Tanzania, with an average increase of about 1.5 degrees Celsius in recent decades. This has led to changes in the behavior and ecology of animal species, forcing them to adapt to new environments or face the risk of extinction. This directly impacts the hunting behavior of predators like lions and leopards, forcing them to hunt at night or in the early morning hours to avoid the extreme heat, often exceeding 35 degrees Celsius during the day. This shift in hunting habits affects not only prey populations, but also the entire ecosystem, including the distribution and diversity of vegetation. In the Serengeti, changes in rainfall patterns have also altered the migration schedules and routes of wildebeest, the primary prey for many large predators. Reports show that rainfall in the Serengeti has decreased by about 10% over the past 50 years, increasing pressure on animal populations that must travel further to find water and food, creating fierce competition for survival. The decrease in rainfall affects not only animals, but also weakens vegetation, impacting the ecosystem from its roots. Drought, one of the most severe impacts of climate change, severely affects the ecosystems of the Serengeti and Ngorongoro, reducing freshwater sources. As water sources dwindle, wildlife is forced to congregate around the few remaining sources, causing increased tension and conflict among species. Natural disasters like floods also have negative effects. Flooding in the Lake Manyara area can inundate the nesting areas of Nile crocodiles, putting their eggs and young at risk. Floods not only strip away safe habitats for many species, but also alter river flows, causing long-term impacts on the ecosystem. Not only natural phenomena affect wildlife in Tanzania, but human activities also have a profound impact on the lives and hunting patterns of animal species. Agricultural expansion and urbanization have led to the reduction and fragmentation of natural habitats, pushing many species closer to the brink of extinction. One of the primary causes of wildlife population decline in Tanzania is the expansion of agriculture and urbanization. This uncontrolled development not only destroys vital habitats, but also creates conflicts between humans and wildlife, endangering both. The construction of roads and dams also disrupts natural migration corridors, making it difficult for animals like wildebeests and elephants to find food and water, increasing the risk of collisions with vehicles. This fragmentation not only disrupts migration patterns, but also weakens the genetic health of animal populations due to isolation and limited breeding opportunities. Illegal hunting and wildlife trade remain serious issues. The elephant population in Tanzania has declined from 110,000 in 2009 to about 43,000 in 2022 due to poaching for ivory. The decline of key species like elephants not only affects the ecosystem, but also causes severe social and economic consequences. Hunting large species like elephants and rhinos disrupts the food chain and affects predators like lions, which rely on these animals' carcasses during the dry season. This loss can lead to a decline in the numbers of top predators, causing imbalance in the ecosystem. Lastly, unsustainable tourism also pressures wildlife. Tanzania is a popular tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors each year to its national parks and nature reserves. While tourism plays a crucial role in boosting the economy and raising conservation awareness, if not managed properly, it can negatively impact the behavior and health of wildlife. However, the noise and constant human presence alter the natural behavior of lions and leopards, affecting their hunting activities and reproduction rates. This underscores the importance of developing sustainable ecotourism to minimize impact on wildlife habitats. Wildlife is an essential part of the ecosystem and a priceless natural heritage of Tanzania. However, challenges such as habitat loss, illegal hunting, and climate change pose severe threats to the survival of many species. This is a call to action to implement stronger conservation measures and promote sustainable economic development through ecotourism. In the Book of Genesis, God entrusted humanity with the responsibility of cultivating and caring for His creation. In Tanzania, with its rich and diverse ecosystem, many conservation measures are being implemented to protect wildlife and their habitat. These efforts not only preserve nature, but also ensure that local communities benefit from sustainable tourism activities, contributing to improved quality of life and environmental protection. One of the most important initiatives is the development of wildlife management areas, WMAs. These areas are managed by local communities, directly involved in protecting natural resources and benefiting from ecotourism projects. By 2023, Tanzania had established 38 WMAs, covering 10% of the national territory and protecting thousands of wildlife species. The success of WMAs lies not only in biodiversity protection, but also in promoting socio-economic development for local communities, creating a sustainable conservation model. A notable example of conservation success is the Ruaha Elephant Conservation Program. In 2005, Ruaha Park, one of the largest parks in Tanzania, lost nearly 80% of its elephant population due to illegal hunting. This decline caused serious consequences for the region's ecosystem, reducing diversity and causing imbalances in the food chain. However, thanks to collaboration with WWF and other international organizations, the elephant population had increased to over 16,000 by 2024. This success demonstrates the power of cooperation and commitment in conserving this precious species and ensuring ecosystem balance. These efforts show that with commitment and proper conservation measures, Tanzania is reversing the decline of rare species. However, the work cannot stop here. The journey to protect nature is long, and the responsibility is global. We must continue to protect wildlife and their habitats to ensure that future generations can inherit Tanzania's natural wealth and diversity under God's providential care.